I really considered recently just becoming one of the slop commentary YouTubers that like whenever any kind of Twitter beef happens, I just make a video on it. Excuse me. Um, you know, I don't know if I'm actually gonna do that, but I'm doing this because, dude, like every couple weeks or so, I'll open up TikTok and it'll be like, new big controversy. They're racist? And I'll be like, who is it this time? And then they name some random fucking YouTuber I don't know. Though I know I'm like a week or two late to this because I don't make this type of content. But like I heard about this time, I'm like, oh shit! I'm gonna say like I watched that person, and this was like the funky frog bait controversy. I don't usually keep up with this, but I like watched a video, a slop commentary video, to make my own slop commentary video. So, but also I actually like I watched the channel. I watched it a lot more in like not in recent years. I watched it in more like 2025, early 2025, late 2024. I've kind of stopped watching them now. Not because of that. I started watching them before that, but but I was like, I want to say the main thing is I think this is, with a lot of controversies nowadays, they're blown like way out of proportion. But I think the reason this happened is because of like the narcissistic elements of it. Uh, Here, I'm gonna like give a rundown on Funky Frog Bait real quick because what's their name? Uh, Cal McRaven. They have like the Funky Frog Bait YouTube channel. They make like commentary videos and they do like skits for their shorts, but like on commentary, it's like TikTok trends or capitalism or just stuff like that. And I don't know how long have they been posting? Let's see. For 4 years, but they started making like commentary. When the fuck did they start making? Oh yeah, 3 years ago they would like hit their video. Um, so their whole thing, I don't know how I should say this to not sound like one of those annoying people. Funky Frogbait has kind of just like centered their content on, I'm not gonna say being woke. Oh God, that sounds so red pilled right now. I'm woke. I'm very woke. Um, but I'm gonna say like you know, they non-binary, like they take a lot of stands against Christianity as a whole. So it's like I'm not trying to say anything, but like they're pulling in that audience, that group of people. Um, and I think that the controversy was like who Gooseworks or whatever. I think they made the digital circus show Gooseworks. Yeah, they would. So Funky Frog was like live streaming. And then someone brought up the point that like Gooseworks is racist. I'm not gonna put a clip because I don't bother to edit my video, so I'm gonna act this out for you. And then they're like, "Oh, you keep spreading rumors, and you guys don't even have any evidence." And then they like went on a whole tangent about that. But the thing was, there was evidence, and they just kept started talking without doing any kind of research. And I know people are like mad at that. They're like they didn't do any research and stuff, and it's like, oh, they thought that Funky Frogway was defending racism. I think the bigger thing is that like I said, I've watched some of Funky Frogwade's videos. I used to watch them a lot. Um, but like the thing they do was they'd always like criticize people for this. Where's that ukulele video? Who's the girl with the ukulele? The Toxic Gossip Train. That girl. I'm gonna find that video because Funky Frogway made an apology, and then it was this video, and then they showed Funky Frogmate reacting to the Toxic Gossip Train apology, and they had that react to their own apology. And I was like, it's pretty funny because they're like criticizing. other people for the same thing they just did. I think that does it go any deeper? Yeah, I think it's just people being mad that like they just immediately started defending them without doing any evidence, and then they even went to say that, oh, you have no evidence. And then they made an apology video, and then it was so horribly received they made a second apology video. So, that tells you all you need to know. I don't think it's that deep of a controversy. I don't want to be one of those guys where I go like, "Oh, it's not even that deep, bro. It's not even that deep, bro." But like, I think the reason it's been blown like way out of proportion is just because that's the fan base that they've attracted. Like, I haven't seen people outside of, their own fan base talk about it, which like I've seen a lot of people talk about. That's gonna say 3 million subscribers. You know, they make any like posts about it. Let's see. No. Oh no, they're posting promoting their merch. Or not their merch, their tour as this is happening. All right. Is anyone in the comments talking about it? Oh no, okay. What about the other one? Okay, no. But it's like, yeah, I just also think that's like how kind of TikTok is nowadays. Ooh, I'm gonna get into another thing here. Yeah, it was like I don't even know remember when, but it was at that's like Sabrina. I think it was Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina. So Yodel. Yeah. So at Coachella, like it was, dude, like some chick. She goes, "Oh no, oh no, oh, no, oh." That was really bad. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Um, but it says Sabrina Carpenter faced backlash at Coachella when she mistook a fan's traditional Arabic celebratory call, Zagrada, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, for yodeling. After the fan explained it was a cultural cheer, Carpenter quipped, "Is this Burning Man?" She later apologized, admitting she had handled the moment poorly and unironically said, "Now I know what a Zagrada is." Dude, I saw like really dramatic TikTok edits where like they were erasing our culture. I mean, like, yeah, culture erasure is a big thing in the United States, but also, why the fuck are you yelling at a concert over the music? It was like a slow song. It was like a whoa, 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 whoa. Like it wasn't like a loud concert. It was like a slow melancholy. I don't think that's the right word. No, call no. Mulaney Love Island. What the fuck is this? Oh, she's a contestant. Okay, sorry. Let's get back on track. Melancholy. A profound. Oh, I guess melancholy is kind of the right word. Um, but it was like a song, and she like yells over, she shouts over it, and then Sabrina like stops the show, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "I'm just cheering." Oh my God, I think Sabrina Carpenter is right. Why the fuck you hooting and hollering at a concert? Be quiet. Like actually, dude. And then it was like it was this really dramatic TikTok edit where it's like, oh, 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 it was that one fucking song that I don't know the name of. Bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna stop doing that. But I just think it was like, oh, come on, man. What are we doing here? Um, and I don't think it was that big a deal. And I just feel like, and then even after she apologized, people were like, "It's not enough. It's not enough. You gotta stop." And I saw this TikTok comment that summed it up perfectly. It was like their their apology from her would be her retiring, which like yeah, they're not just gonna let her move on. They're gonna keep talking about it until she like fully quits because her just apologizing isn't enough to people. And it's like, I don't really know. What other shit can I talk about? Because I know there's like a bunch of stuff like this. Are there? asking the Google AI this. Uh, the Drake versus Universal Mu Music Group. I don't think this was it. Okay, I think this is kind of stupid. Never mind. Okay, well, that's all I have to talk about. See ya.